Oh, man. I need something to drink, my nigga. Bro was killing me on Johnny Manziel.
Hoops tonight here at the Volume. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope all of you guys are having a great end to your week. Got a jam-packed show for you guys today. Austin Reeves continues this ridiculous week with a game-winning floater over the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road, notching another really important win with both LeBron and Luka out as the Lakers go to 3-2. We're going to talk a little bit about Austin as well as the upcoming infusion of LeBron James and some of my thoughts that I have surrounding that. After that, the Boston Celtics got a big, impressive win last night against the Cleveland Cavaliers at home. Going to talk about some of the early metrics for Boston on both ends of the floor. Then at the tail end of the show, the Chicago Bulls improved to 4-0 after beating the Kings last night. We're going to talk about what some of the specific areas of the game where Chicago is kind of a unique team, a team that is prioritizing defending the three-point line over the paint. Some interesting stuff to get into there. We'll talk about what their upcoming schedule looks like and what I expect from them as we move forward this season. You guys know the drill. Before we get started, subscribe to the Hoops Tonight YouTube channel so you don't miss any more of our videos. Follow me on Twitter at @JasonLT so you guys don't miss show announcements. Don't forget about our podcast feed wherever you get your podcasts under Hoops Tonight. It's also super helpful if you leave a rating and a review on that front. Jackson's doing incredible work on our social media feeds on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Make sure you guys follow us there for more content throughout the season. And last but not least, we're going to be recording our regular Friday mailbag tomorrow. So if you have any questions about anything, especially the games from tonight's slate, because we'll want to touch on some of those tomorrow as well, drop them in our YouTube comments. Again, full episodes on YouTube. In the comments, write mailbag with a colon, write your question. We'll get to them on Fridays throughout the remainder of the season. All right, let's talk some basketball. So we're going to start with some Lakers. The Lakers win 116-115 last night on the road in Minnesota. Kind of the showdown of the teams down a bunch of key players, right? The Lakers obviously without LeBron James and Luka Doncic, and the Minnesota Timberwolves without Anthony Edwards, right? Kind of a crazy game. Austin Reeves torched the Wolves all night with his passing, and a bunch of Lakers did a great job paying off those sequences. Jake Moravia had his second big moment as a Laker. I thought he made a couple of huge plays down the stretch in the Sacramento Kings game that were kind of like more individual moments. This whole game was a moment for Jake. He hit 5 of 6 threes at 27 points on the road. Rui was his typical solid self at 17 points. DeAndre Ayton continues to score really well in the pocket off of both Austin and Luka, but especially off of Austin this week. He had 17 more points last night. DeAndre Ayton this season is shooting 12 for 20 on the roll. That's getting 1.13 points per possession. Really solid, especially considering he had no LeBron, 2 games without Luka, a lot of 2 games with Luka total. LeBron 0 games, a lot of lineups with less shooting where he's getting swarmed down the roll. To me, that 12 for 20 is a really strong number for him. It's some tough ones last night, too. A really tough floater over the top of Rudy Gobert in crunch time. Dalton connected 15 off the bench, and the Lakers controlled. They were up 20 in the third quarter. The Wolves didn't quit, though, right? They got a burst out of Bones Highland to end the third quarter. And then down the stretch, they played some pretty impressive basketball, I thought. They switched to kind of like a zone defense where they were trying to get the ball out of Austin's hands, kind of like a ball pressure zone where they were pressuring Austin and really trying to get the ball out of his hands, out of the screens that Ayton was setting at the top of the zone. And so it just led to a lot of these like kickouts for mediocre catch and shoot threes for guys like Rui and Jake Moravia, who were a little gun shy on some of the more contested threes. And so the Laker offense fell apart a little bit down the stretch. And then on the other end of the floor, I thought they played some really good basketball. They attacked quickly in transition and in semi-transition. They made good kick-out reads, and guys hit some shots. Jaden McDaniels hit some threes. Dante DiVincenzo hit some threes. Mike Conley has a really nice little bounce pass after looking off the low man to get Jaden McDaniels a dunk. And then on the key possession late, down by 1, Julius Randle's working on Jake Moravia on the left wing, and one of the key details was
New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, play your game.
DeAndre Ayton ended up getting switched on to Mike Conley off the right wing. And so as a result, he was kind of in a different spot to help on the drive than he typically would be in. There was no rim protection. Julius beats Jake to his right and then gets back to his left hand and finishes at the rim. All of a sudden, the Wolves are up by 1. But just like in the Kings game, if you guys remember, I could tell he started to get fatigued towards the end. No surprise, they're completely devoid of ball handling, which puts so much pressure on Austin in these games. And so fatigue's obviously going to play a role, right? But Austin, on that final possession, just like in the Kings game, I kept talking about how he just needed to get to the rim one more time. He needed to get one more quality two, and he did against the Kings in the form of a floater, did it again against Minnesota in the form of a floater. He comes off that screen, and one of the things that, a specific detail, is he splits Rudy Gobert, right? So, like, one of the things you got to do in order to split a ball screen, you have to show real threat to turn the corner around the left, on that left-hand side. So he's coming off the screen towards his left, right? And he's got to get Rudy to jump out too far. If he gets Rudy to jump out too far to Austin's left hand, that's what opens the window for him to split back to his right hand. And so one of the things that Austin does extremely well, we talked about this after the Kings game, but he gets downhill in ball screens. He really, really comes off with speed and with pace, right? And so Rudy jumps way out, as Austin all game long had been on some key possessions late in the game, too. Austin had dragged that Rudy hedge out. Like, Rudy would come up high, and Austin would drive around him. And so Rudy would kind of flatten that out towards the sideline. And so what that did is it set up the split. As Austin came off that ball screen, Rudy went wide. Austin split back towards the middle. Dante DiVincenzo peels off his man and gets right in the lane to take a charge. Austin stops short, shoots the little soft floater at the buzzer, and all of a sudden that game is over. And now the Lakers are 3-2. What a week for Austin Reeves. In the 3 games since Luka Doncic went down, 40 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists per game, 2.3 steals per game, and he's been 50-49. Specifically 50% from the field, 41% from 3, and 93% from the line. He's leading the entire league in free throw attempts per game this season, thanks to Shea totaling a grand total of 8 free throws in his last 3 games. He's now not on that 20 free throw per game pace he started the season with. Austin's now leading the league in free throw attempts per game at 11.6 per game. But don't let that fool you in thinking he's not getting buckets. He's averaging 10.4 made field goals per game to start this season. That ranks 9th in the entire NBA. It's just been really cool as a fan. As someone who's rooted for this team over the entirety of this 5-year stretch, it's been really cool as a fan to just watch the kind of different levels of his rise as he's gone on this journey over the last half decade. Like, as a rookie, if you guys remember, he really impresses LeBron in the team's mini camp before training camp, gets kind of a vote of confidence from the core guys on the team. He immediately comes in and plays a role. He's playing 23 minutes per game. He was only averaging, I want to say it was like 7 points per game, but he was their second best plus-minus guy that year. Like, the Lakers were 7.2 points per 100 possessions better with him on versus off. Just did all these little things. Like, he would attack closeouts and compete on defense and get random little steals, little bits of playmaking here and there that kind of pulled everything together for them as an off-ball player. And in the second year, his role grows, right? He goes 29 minutes per game. He goes up to 13 points per game. Had a couple of big breakout games. He had a 35-point game and a win on the road against the Orlando Magic. He had 4 25-plus point games in that season. But he really broke out in that second year in his playoff run. If you guys remember, that was 2023. That was when the Lakers made it to the Western Conference Finals. Austin Reeves had 8 20-point games in their Western Conference Finals run. He definitively separated himself as the Lakers' third best player and as their second best ball handler, which kind of teed up the next 2 years, where he essentially became their featured secondary ball handler off of LeBron. Started a little bit lower while D'Angelo Russell was in the equation, but he still was up over 20% in usage rate in each of those years. And then after the D'Angelo Russell trade, he walked into an even larger role, especially after Anthony Davis went down last year. And he started to demonstrate that he's capable of some elite ball handling. Again, over his last 32 games in the regular season last year, he averaged 23 points per game on just shy of 50-40-90. But we all know what happens in the Minnesota series. Definitely not at his best. Really struggled with ball pressure. Really struggled in catch-and-shoot situations. So to Austin's credit, he just took that and used it to motivate him. And he clearly worked his ass off all summer. Something we heard from J.J. Redick talking about how he was the best player in the gym all summer. Because now, he clearly has made a leap.
And here we go, Women's United States title up for grabs. I think we're going to see
This mouse backpack is the best I've ever used.
That's George Russell. That's the most backpack.
He looks like a legit all-star level ball handler in this league. First 5 games, because again, remember, he had 25 and 26 in his first 2 games, too. Playing off of Luka, who was averaging over 40 in those games, right? But Austin, 34 points, 6 rebounds, and 10 assists per game on 69% true shooting in his first 5 games of the season. Just extraordinary.
Hey, shoot, it ain't gonna be 16 assists.
Okay, thanks, kid.
Boy in the wheel.
Yes.
It's not right there. People that's make.
Am I here? Welcome back to Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa. We're still a little shaky. I'm working through it, though. What's going on, everybody? It's Halloween. Here in the arena, we a day early, but everybody looking good. I see y'all doing it. Dodger game, 18 innings, Monday. Oh, Monday, okay.
Still recovered. Not the last go.
I'm about to do nothing to scream about yesterday.
Screaming at the TV. Tell them to get right. We're going to go get these 2 in Toronto, though. We're in the World Series back to LA. I see you supportive of the move.
Yeah, I was suspended today. I didn't know we were going to have ice over there.
In our cup and on the couch.
Oh, man.
Rough. But this is Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. I'm merely a host, Josiah Johnson. And as always, we got the NBA legend and NBA 2K legend, Gilbert Arenas, here with. Got it right. Next to Gil, we're joined by NBA champion of the world, looking very pimpish today. Swaggy Pete Nick Young in the building.
Don't be sorry. Don't be
Champagne.
Oh.
You got champagne pimping today. If you want to say pimping for sure, don't use the champagne. Call me pimping.
This thing sneak back.
Still claim pimping.
I'm stealing my shit for you.
Then next to pimping, representing Tough Crowd University, we got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings.
Who's that? Honey, where's my super suit?
Mr. Free.
Samuel.
And on this side of the couch, the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick Kenyon Martin. Get the swat. He's right over here. He's right over here. He's right over here. He did whatever they said. And next to Kenyon, we got NCAA champion of the world, the man known as Corporate Cemetery Larry, the master chef,
Rashad McCants in the building.
What the fuck?
The British Knights, we taking it way back.
Ventures type of nigga. Ventures type of nigga.
I
Do a lot of ventures type of cooking today.
So you got the.
You couldn't wear those back in the day.
Definitely can't wear them in my hair.
Wear them now.
Some neighborhoods
Couldn't wear them in my hair. Yeah, that was the thing.
in some neighborhoods, you were good to go.
Yeah, son, yeah, but for the most part,
Yeah.
man, keep them there.
Keep them to yourself, but
Right, that's for broke people, man. This, y'all, shit, this is broke niggas. Shit, I'm broke, baby. It's still.
I see you got the crock pot and the air fryer.
Yes, man. Yesterday we missed out. Me and my homie did a lot of cooking yesterday. We didn't get to eat nothing. Today,
It's a feast.
it's a feast.
The Halloween feast. We got a lot to get into. Here's what's cracking in Gil's Arena today. Austin Reeves continued his hot start in the game-winning buzzer beater to lift the Lakers over the Wolves. Is Lemon Daddy the Lakers' leader until further notice? The Sixers are off to a 4-0 start thanks in large part to their dynamic duo in the backcourt. But what's the ceiling when Joel Embiid's minutes restriction gets lifted? And there was a league record 135 international players on opening day rosters. Will this be the first time we see an all-foreign, all-NBA first-team squad? But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. New to Underdog, use code GIL and get $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5 entry, win or lose. We've been with Underdog for a long time, and trust me, this is the best offer they've ever dropped. Don't miss it. Underdog is available in most states, including Georgia, Texas, and California. Support the show, claim your bonus, and start playing today with code GIL. And as always, if you can't watch the show with us on YouTube, we got audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. So,
Get the QuickBooks mobile app. Simply snap photos of receipts, tap, and start
met for the second time in less than a week, Wednesday, in Minnesota. Following the Purple and Gold winning home last Friday. This time the Lakers were without both LeBron and Luka, and the Wolves were down Ant-Man as he recovered from a hamstring injury. The Lakers were up 4 at the half and 11 after 3. We pick up the action in the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at what we got. So despite an off-shooting night, Austin Reeves finished with 28 points and a career high tying 16 assists, going 9 for 14 from the field. Jake LaRavia had his best game as a Laker, dropping a season high 27 points on 10 of 11 shooting, including 5 assists from deep. LaRavia had 25 total points in the first 4 games this season. And DeAndre Ayton added 17 to 10 boards. He was 8 for 11 from the field. It's Ayton's second double-double this season. So Julius Randle picked up the slack for the Wolves, dropping 22 of his game-high 33 points in the first half, along with 6 assists. And Jaden McDaniels had a 30-piece as well, along with 7 rebounds. So Lakers were up by as much as 16 midway through the fourth quarter. The Wolves came storming back with a 21-5 run, capped off by Julius Randle's layup, take a 1-point lead with 10 seconds remaining. But with the game on the line, it was lemon daddy time. As the Lakers turned number one option, put the team on its back. Through the double team, hit a 10-foot floater, and Dante DiVincenzo's grill at the buzzer for the game. Oh, you see the red light. As the Lakers turned number one option, put the team on its back. Through the double team, hit a 10-foot floater, and Dante DiVincenzo's grill at the buzzer for game. Oh, you see the red light. Lakers improved to 3-2 on the season, 2-1 without Luka in the lineup. Should be noted they were also without Gabe Vincent and Marcus Smart for this one. And LeBron as well. Has not played again for season, expected to be back at some point in mid-November. So after the game, J.J. Redick had high praise for Austin Reeves.
Last year, I think he established himself as a bad dude. You know, again, I can't use certain words, but this is kind of who he is. He had that stretch, for 3.5 months of the regular season last year, whatever it is, where he's 22, 7, and 6, or whatever the numbers were. But he's done it. For me, I think the big thing is he's established himself as like the leader. He's one of the leaders or the leader on the court, and that's big time. That's what we want. That's what we need from him.
So Reeves is the first Laker since Jerry West to average 40 points and 10 assists in a 3-game span. Lemon Daddy also got some major love on social, with Luka tweeting a GOAT emoji, LeBron exclaiming A-M-S-E-R, and 2-time champion and former number 1 coldest American Caucasian Laker, Alex Caruso, saying AR code, LOL. So Reeves averaged 34 points, 10 assists.
Hey, Dale. You all right? You want to take for a
The second you do, the other will change the complexion of this match. Having eyes in the back of your head here is paramount. Ooh. Oh, man, like getting hit by a brick wall.
Wow, Nia Jax throws a hard punch. Setting up for something here. Back into the ring she comes. Oh, my Lord!
And a menacing look from Tiffany Stratton.
Propped up in the corner. She thinks she has it. Pin attempt broken up. She's tossed right out of the ring. Boom! Wrapping the leg here. Wrapping the leg. Oh, my. Wow, look at this submission. Quite the predicament for her here, but she's able to slip through and reverse the move. Ooh. Oh, look at this here, guys. Look at this. Power bomb. And into the count. She breaks it up.
What is this? Come on, ref.
Didn't go to plan for Jax.
She's all tangled up. Good grief, that was a big choke slam.
Into the pin attempt. Two. Almost. 2.5.
And that was the kind of count you want to see.
Consistency with the cadence. You can't say she wasn't impartial.
She turns it around with the reversal. Perfectly aimed strike from Nia Jax.
What are they going to do with that ladder?
Bang! Crucial counter there. Under the ropes and back to the ring. Flat out power. A deadlift military press.
Holy moly.
And face first they go. Talk about intimidation. I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity that's going to drive you to try and come back from a move like that.
Goes into the pins. Fending off a 2 count there.
Solid work by our special referee.
Into the cutter.
Ending the 3 count.
Boom, impact.
Ricochet off the turnbuckles.
Right to the arm. Insulting. That's going to fall.
Into the pin.
Can she keep her down? Is it enough here?
Referee out of position. Can't properly count the pin right now.
I don't think that's a...
Finds the roll up. Can she score the pin? Cover. Shoulders are down.
What is the ref doing? This is a pinning predicament.
She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
And the referee was in perfect position for the count.
Our official didn't show any favorites with that count.
Sky high. Way up there. Fends off the attack with an elbow.
His competitor grabbed a hold of it. Oh, it's on. Delivering a clothesline, but look at this. Holding on for more. Second clothesline. And you can only imagine that the trio.
As she re-enters the ring. And now we have passed the quarter point of this matchup.
And neither superstar has any ground to make up. Who knows how the remaining three fourths of this match will go?
Is it enough? The cover!
Suplex lands. Quick counter there.
And these competitors are still looking for that all-important first fall.
She's getting something from under the ring.
And as a couple of Hall of Famers once said, it's time to get the tables. It seems like she's learning to take things up a notch or two.
She's definitely got something.
The only thing is limit daddy. If they will start with you, I read in the Lakers saying, how impressive has Austin Reeves been in the Lakers' first 5 games this season? That's good. I think he's about it. I mean, I thought it was going to be 1 and 4 right now. 3 and 2. 3 and 2. Without who? Without LeBron. Without Luka. Without having to get Marcus Smart.
And she fights it off.
Can't argue with the job our ref did there.
A great cadence with that count.
Some intimidation tactics from Nia Jax.
I know they wish they paid him, you know, whatever his position is, because at this point there's some things you just can't rewind and you can't not already see what he's been doing. He's been showing that he's dominant, getting doubles, he's been showing he can dominate with those guys on the court without them. And, you know, at this point, I know they need to start negotiating, but, you know, if he hits for me, he can see it. So let's get off of a 4-year, $90 million last year. This up for the summer. That was last year. He declined this in the summer. Like, no, the numbers is saying a whole different thing right. Max, reporting. Max. Anywhere from 220 to 240. You know, depending on what they want to get from. You got to understand. Got us in a position where, you know, those guys can take a little bit more reps. You ain't got to rush back. You're 3 and 2. 3 and 2. Like, only 5 games, pivot. Hey, we just want to be on 5. Fair pivot. We think about all 3 now, so. That's not on me a game, you know. But I had all 3 games. No, I didn't have I didn't watch it. No, I don't buy the help. But I don't buy that. I don't even buy it. I don't buy help. The help? That's insane.
He just said that he proved last year that he's that motherfucker.
Luka came. No, I get that's all I say. So I usually have 3 players on a team. Luka, Bronny, and Braun. Those are the 3 jerseys I have. Is Bronny not to help you?
But you don't think? Okay. But you don't think when they started naming him AR-15, like Lemon Daddy, it was time?
He didn't really want to embrace AR-15. He didn't want to embrace that. But he's embraced Lemon Daddy. You've seen all throughout. AR-15 is a whole different swag.
But helpless,
right? So now that he's established himself,
we say, who's the help on this?
There's no help up there. Huh? There's no help. Those are all stars.
Westbrook had help.
Let's switch over. Westbrook what?
He had help with KD.
That's triple-double, first one. That's not help.
Yeah, but he was
triple-double.
He was on the team with KD when KD won the MVP. So he was the help. So you have the help. You have the help right there.
Then he turned into a triple-double guy.
Yeah,
that's that jersey. Triple-double.
30,
11, 11.
We're not going to disrespect that man. That man ain't never
30, 11,
never been the help. That man ain't never been the help.
He been the help on somebody's MVP team. KD was MVP. You were the help. You were sitting there watching him.
I ain't never been the help.
You were sitting there watching.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't have a jersey then. When he was triple-double, I had it.
He ain't never.
Austin Reeves, I didn't have it then. He's doing this thing now. I have it.
I'll step somebody one time.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody.
He ain't been the help.
Remind me of this. Remind me of Nola. When I was down and out, Nola saved me, man. He came back and looked that trick. And Yeah, you remember her, like the white girl? That was real. Hey, yo, you don't remember the movie. Let's see her phone. Oh, right there. Yo, right there, too. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm going to raise my head. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, no, he said, I mean, I'm just looking at you. Like, no, when they got the jersey. I'm not going to say that jersey. That was for age. That jersey right there, that would help. No. Not 24.
You know, right now, I'm not going to say your jersey.
That's not the okay, help. This is everything with peanut butter.
Let's shoot to this side of the couch, talk to the fans first. Officer,
are you okay today? Yeah, that's okay. You said off the read, I don't get the help jersey.
I did. Last year, he was the third option. This year, right now, he's number one option. I bought the jersey. That's all I'm saying.
So you bought the jersey for 5 games.
But I have it now.
But you still help.
Not right now.
MVP. Right now, how much that thing at? My bad. Nobody team watching it win MVP. You just sit there. How much I'm the best? How much does he have right now?
34 Tennessee.
34 right now.
6 rebounds. You got it. I'll put up all the jerseys. Are you feel me? I got you. Yeah, okay. For Officer King, how impressive was Austin Reeves starting the season with the weekend LeBron Silence?
This is what I have an issue with, just concern with the teams, right? That people that's making decisions. You looking at a guy like Austin Reeves play last year. Like, did you think he was going to get worse? Like, this is my thing. Like, did you think he was going to digress? You got a 40-year-old guy over there on his way out the door. You're going to rely on this kid. So why not just get it out the way and pay him? Like, just get away and like stop the game. All these games these teams play, it's unnecessary. Then he's going to he's not signing that. Like, unless it's the max. So let's say give him the max and he's not signed. He's going into free agency. And there's a good potential that he can walk. So y'all playing these games with these people, man, when you know you can use them. Same thing to me with this kid. You keep playing these games. As we say on this show, y'all see it all the time. Play through the games. It's through the prizes, right? I'm good, but he has been doing this thing so far this year. Been much. The help was needed.
They're not helping you to start.
No, he was the help. The help was needed. The help was needed. The help was needed in this case.
I never think that means that kind of help ever.
They all look the same. Jake Wood showed you the same. Last night he did. I couldn't tell who was who.
Not 34.
Yeah, but no, you need glasses.
Y'all fighting that help.
No, like the kids, he's proving what he is, man. Like he's proving what his trajectory is. He's on the rock. So the two main guys who you put on her out, there's more opportunity for him. Like he proved last year. Especially you said he was averaging 22, 7, and 6. Like those numbers are not going anywhere. It's only going to get better. His confidence is only going to grow. The more opportunity, and he's proving like, hey, you can. That 40-year-old guy, he's been great, but you can.
So last year, AR, arguably the best third option in the league. Some of the scouts felt that way, some didn't. The Lakers offered him 4 years, $89 million. That was the most that they could offer. That was the most they could offer.
Even enough.
That ain't enough.
That was the most they could offer him. Obviously, Reeves rejected that. That was the current suggestion.
This current the NBA years, this is coming in the NBA where the other guys are getting paid that's doing less for their team. Ain't not for them in this city for that team where they no.
The 240 and 60.
Well, it's going to be more. Well, listen, man, I don't know if it's going to be 240, but he deserves more if he's not.
Yeah, for sure.
That's for sure. So that's what I'm saying.
For sure. He's not
185. That's what I was thinking. 185. I'm thinking 185.
I'm thinking 185.
He's going to get 185. I'm thinking because 240 got to make all the teams. If he continues this trajectory and he's make 13, then it's a no-brainer. But 185. 185, 190.
So after Chef, so you got a lot of seasonings, a lot of things cooking. Did it snow in Los Angeles for the Lakers? Okay. Make sure we're good. But how impressive has Austin Reeves been to start this season? And do you think he's earning that max contract this summer?
pick for victory is solid for any other team except for the Lakers. The Lakers don't have no strategic plan to keep two of the same players on the same team without really extending their roster. I always say that they're looking for Joker. So to get somebody like Joker to accompany Luka, you're not going to pay Austin Reeves max keep him. It wouldn't make any sense to do that. So when he got the 55, I think that was a 55 for two or some shit. Yeah.
Sounds like the 4 for 50, 3 54.
Yeah.
But so Spurs it off from, I believe, somewhere like the 4 for 80 range. Back then, took less bread, team-friendly deal with the Lakers stay in LA.
So even back then, it was like, to me, it was comparing him to Malik Monk. It was trying to figure out where he plays. You know, when it comes to those guards that can actually do what he does, and he's obviously shown for progression throughout the years. And what he's doing right now is what he's supposed to do. Next man up. You know, it's my team now. Everybody's down. Let me do my thing. But at the same time, if you can do what Luka do, why y'all on the same team? And you got LeBron doing what Luka do. You do what Luka do. Y'all three on the same team. Somebody need the ball. Everybody not gonna have the same numbers. So if you look at that and say, does Austin Reeves belong on the Lakers, and does he get these numbers if he's not on the Lakers? Regardless of his progression, I really think that we would have to wait and see what he can do on other teams. And I think what he's doing now is showcasing. He's showcasing his ability for other teams to see what he can do. If other teams see his trajectory being a max player, they may consider that. But I don't see him as being no all-star right now. I don't see him picking up his production outside of being next to another superstar that's going to demand the ball. So you look at Maxey, you look at BJ. BJ don't demand the ball. He's a, I'll pick it up. Austin has kind of shown himself to be a demand the ball type of guy. So that's one of the things.
Well, BJ play with a guy who ain't gonna throw it to him, and the other guy with his minute restrictions, he ain't got no choice.
Well, BJ really can't really see.
I'm saying, and then Maxey is a trust.
Yeah, he can't really trust.
Also, we can do it all again.
Score? I think so. I think if he was with the Bucks or if he was with
confidence, man. Like, once you have that success, man, your confidence is.
He's 5 years in. He's been playing with the Lakers. His style,
his style.
He spent 5 years with LeBron, and I feel like,
and he treats the ball.
Usually takes them away from somebody like, oh,
the breaking careers is not like that. It's not make 5 years.
They want to play around with that kid. He's starting off like that. But that's not who he is. But that's not who that's not who a lot of guys are. Like I said, Malik Monk not playing in the. He was on the Lakers. Him and Austin Reeves was beside each other. They picked Austin because Austin would be willing to take the money they would offer him. Malik wouldn't. So then you got to get rid of Malik because he's going to be worth this money if we give him the ball. And we show him, like, go get this money. Now Malik got to go be a journeyman based on his skill set and what he's not willing to take. That's why that 55, he took that 55 because Jimmy them like, hey, listen. Back on Lake Monk, he took the money from Sacramento, right? No. When he became a free agent and he left because he wasn't willing to take what AR was going to take. And that was 55. But then Malik get 40. Probably got less. I think Malik got less. So they not willing to give him that bread, knowing that he's going to be worth more than that. I think Malik he's going to showcase that he's worth more than that. Malik,
Also got the 4 for 54, but let me check.
Oh, I could be wrong. I could be.
4 years, 77.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, so I'm not bugging. No, you are. That was
So he got more money to go somewhere else.
Oh, that was because he wasn't willing to take less. I just said that. So how am I bucking? Yeah. They're not gonna get him this bread. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Yeah. No, he got the mid-level.
He signed a 2 for 19 with the Kings. 2 for 19 for the Kings, 2022, and then signed that.
They both took the
So he
just wanted more opportunity, but they wasn't willing to give Malik that opportunity. But
People did too.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody got people with AR and most type of skill set. You can play a lot of roles out there. You know how to fit in and be in the corner dude. You know how to be the last second dude. You know how to be the shot clock running out kind of guy. You get a ball in him and make him create. So he can fit into any system. But for me, I've seen this before. Jordan Poole, the Lou Will. Steph Curry by his side. They won the championship. Steph Curry. And we have seen him by himself. Different style. That's what I'm saying. You've seen him by himself. So it easily could take somebody like AR. If you don't have a legit superstar name and you just a guy like AR and guys like Jordan Poole, they give you a little inch to be that. If you don't pay enough, they become Jordan Poole and
Jordan Poole like Jordan Poole learned nothing in Golden State. Yeah, but that's what we talking about. He didn't learn a thing in Golden State. He went out to Washington and took all them bad habits that he had as a rookie.
We see Jordan Poole because he has down. We never heard. All right, we've seen this before.
But we didn't. That's all right. We've seen him on the championship team, and then he went to a team that had nothing, and we see him when the championship team. No. So we can't compare. We see what he looks like with nothing. All right. Yeah.
We see it with nothing. I've seen Jordan Poole. He can play with fucking Steph Curry every game. He said, I gave you 40 on the Warriors. What y'all talking about? Jordan Poole was killing.
Jordan Poole was
but that's what I'm saying.
When he left, when they gave him his own team.
Thank you. You see,
when he gave his own team, that's what he's saying about AR. So y'all know AR ain't his own team.
You don't know what happened.
This is that. We see that before. That's all I'm saying. You don't know, but I'm saying.